It's just a week away. The Rotary TV Mega Auction kicks off next Thursday, December 1st, goes until Saturday the 3rd. Here to tell us more is Auction Chair Hugh Graham. Hugh, I visited the website today, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I counted over 1,500 items.
That's absolutely right, Mike. We've had very generous donors in the community. The value of those items is over $230,000.
Wow. So when you look at the value of those items, does that help you sort of set a target for what you want to raise this year?
It does, yeah, it does in a way. And generally speaking, we're very happy to get between 50-55% return on the value. That's the retail value of the items. If we can get 55%, we always would like higher, but 55% seems to be the average over the years. So we'll bring in a little bit, about 125, 130,000.
There are lots of items up for grabs, some great things, lots of dinners out, lots of items such as Ice Dogs tickets and things like that. Can you give us a few of maybe some of your favorites, some of the ones that might stand out?
Hockey tickets are definitely a favorite of mine in particular. I go once a year to see the Sabres with my youngest daughter. It's become a father-daughter night out. Golf is very popular, and those restaurant vouchers and gift cards that you were mentioning, they tend to go for full value or very close to it, unlike some of the other things. The sports tickets actually often go over value, especially if we're lucky enough to get...
Well, sometimes you can't get tickets to a sporting event.
That's exactly
because they're
right.
sold out.
Leafs and Raptors, they sell way over face value, and their face value is pretty high to start with.
Speaking of the Leafs, a Mitch Marner signed jersey, I think I saw.
I believe there is one this year. That should go for probably a good return on value there as well.
7 clubs, Hugh, are involved in this, right? Which clubs?
That's Font Hill, Fort Erie, St. Catharines South, Niagara Falls Sunrise, and Welland.
When you organize this, I know you've been the chair for about 13 years. You have members from all the clubs?
Yes, we do. There's a steering committee made up of all the clubs, and YourTV sits on that committee as well.
How much time does it take to plan an event like this?
We actually pretty much meet all year round. We'll be a little slower in January, February, but by March we're starting to meet and figure out what we're doing, and it becomes the same routine each year, but if you don't stay on top of it, you tend to run out of time. So
Thursday, what time does it go on air?
It goes on air Thursday evening at 6 until midnight. Friday is the same, 6 till midnight, and Saturday it's noon until midnight. We have 24 hours.
You will be back in this studio right here. The studio is not going to look like this, but you will be back in this studio on Friday night. You're going to be doing Power Hour.
Yes, each of the 3 evenings we have something called Power Hours from 8 till 10. Very generous donation from Tony Visca of Johnny Rocco's Restaurants. And he donates for any item that is bid full value or higher during those 2 hours. Well, the person will actually get a $20 gift certificate, good at any of the Johnny Rocco restaurant locations. Not only Johnny Rocco, but the other ones in their chain as well.
The money that's raised here, how is it used by the Rotary clubs?
Well, it goes back out to the different clubs based on...
Divvied up evenly?
That's divvied up based on what we brought in.
Right.
So some clubs bring in more items than others, they'll get more of the proceeds. And it's proceeds on their specific items is what we get back.
That takes a little bit of accounting.
It does.
Yeah.
But again, when we joined together to do a mega auction, each of the auctions from previous 15 years ago brought certain skills. And Welland Font Hill already knew how to do that, and we kind of showed the other clubs and helped it that way.
Right.
So yeah, it does take some skill, and then when it goes back to the clubs, it's all of the auction money we do to community projects. And a lot of us right now are focusing on food and nutrition in the communities. There's a great need for that. A lot of it goes to education things. Literacy is one of the main function or main features that Rotary takes a big look at. So different things around, and each community, each club has different things in their communities, but this is a major fundraising actually for all of the clubs involved. So
I know bidding's not open until Thursday, but how can people take a sneak peek at the
Well,
items?
actually, the online bidding will open this week. We do have online bidding ahead of the on-air. People can take a sneak peek at megarotarytvauction.ca, megarotarytvauction.ca. Right now, the auction items are up there. As you mentioned, you took a look at it this morning. as of Wednesday, we'll be able to actually start bidding on them, register and bid as of Wednesday. And so you're pre-bidding for a week before it's actually on air. And then as each segment is on air, when the on-air segment finishes, that block is closed. So
Hugh, thank you so much for that information. Thanks for joining us today, and can't wait to see you back in this studio.
Thank you for
Friday.
having me.